Welcome back to CarTech Zone. Today we're diving deep into what many experts and military enthusiasts are calling the world's most powerful aircraft carrier in 2026, the United States Navy's latest supercarrier. We're going to break down everything you need to know in detail, from its performance and capabilities to how much it costs and why it matters in global naval power. This is going to be a long, detailed ride, so buckle up and let's get right into it. When we talk about the most powerful aircraft carrier in the world, we're not just talking about size or tonnage, we're talking about the complete package: technology, aircraft launch systems, defensive and offensive capabilities, sustainability at sea, and overall strategic value. The United States Navy has led the world in carrier development for decades, and its newest class of carriers continues that tradition. These vessels are floating cities with runways, air traffic control centers, power plants, hospitals, living quarters, command and control hubs, and some of the most advanced systems ever installed on a naval vessel. At its core, the modern aircraft carrier is a mobile airbase. The ship's primary mission is to project air power anywhere in the world without relying on local bases or ports. This gives the United States an unmatched ability to respond to crises, deter adversaries, and support allies across the globe. The newest carrier class takes all of this to the next level with innovations in propulsion, flight deck design, aircraft integration, and defensive systems. From a performance standpoint, the most powerful carrier in service today can travel at speeds in excess of 30 knots, thanks to its advanced nuclear propulsion system. Nuclear power provides virtually unlimited range and endurance, meaning the ship can operate for years without refueling. That's a significant advantage over non-nuclear vessels that must return to port or rely on tanker support to replenish fuel. This propulsion system also powers the ship's electrical grid, which supports everything from radar and sensor arrays to internal systems and future-proofing upgrades. The flight deck is the heart of the carrier's operational capability. The newest carriers employ an electromagnetic aircraft launch system, or EMALS, which replaces traditional steam catapults. EMALS uses linear motors to accelerate aircraft down the deck, providing smoother launches, accommodating a wider range of aircraft weights, and reducing stress on airframes. This technology allows for faster launch cycles and improved sortie rates, a critical factor during high-tempo operations. Additionally, the carriers use advanced arresting gear systems to recover aircraft safely. These systems are designed to handle the increasing variety of aircraft types, including unmanned aerial vehicles that are becoming more common in carrier air wings. The flight deck is also designed with durability and efficiency in mind, with improved materials that reduce damage from repeated takeoffs and landings, and enhanced deck markings and lighting that support operations around the clock. The air wing itself is another defining element of carrier power. A carrier doesn't just move aircraft around. It controls and supports a comprehensive aviation force that can include fighter jets, electronic warfare aircraft, early warning planes, refueling tankers, and helicopters. In 2026, the carrier air wing typically includes F-35C Lightning II Joint Strike Fighters, which bring stealth capabilities, advanced sensors, and networked warfare features to the table. The F-35C is designed specifically for carrier operations with larger wings and more robust landing gear to handle catapult launches and arrested landings. These jets are complemented by E-2D, advanced Hawkeyes for long-range radar and battle management, MH-60RS helicopters for anti-submarine warfare and search and rescue, and sometimes unmanned aerial vehicles that extend the carrier's reach even further. The integration of manned and unmanned platforms allows the carrier to conduct a wider variety of missions, from air dominance and strike operations to reconnaissance, electronic warfare, and defensive countermeasures. Defensively, the most powerful carriers are protected by a layered system that includes shipboard weapons, electronic countermeasures, decoys, and escort ships. Carriers typically operate as the center of a carrier strike group, which includes guided missile cruisers, destroyers, submarines, and supply ships. The defensive systems on the carrier itself include close-in weapon systems, CIWS, missile countermeasures, and advanced radar and sensor arrays that provide early warning and tracking of threats. The idea is to detect and neutralize threats long before they can reach the carrier. In addition to kinetic defenses, these carriers use sophisticated electronic warfare systems to jam, deceive, or disrupt enemy sensors and communications. They also employ decoys that mimic the ship's signature to lure incoming missiles away from the real target. This multi-layered defensive approach significantly increases survivability in contested environments. One of the most impressive aspects of the most powerful carrier isn't just its hardware, but its networked capabilities. Modern carriers are designed to be the hub of a larger networked force. They link up with satellites, land bases, other ships, and airborne assets to share real-time data across a wide battle space. This level of connectivity gives commanders unprecedented situational awareness and decision-making speed. In a complex operation, minutes can make the difference between success and failure, and networked systems give the United States that edge. Operating a carrier of this class also means managing logistics on an enormous scale. These ships carry millions of gallons of fuel, thousands of personnel, and months of supplies. Support ships are a crucial part of the carrier strike group, providing food, ammunition, spare parts, and more. The ability to sustain operations without returning to port allows carriers to maintain a presence in strategic regions for extended periods of time, a key advantage in geopolitical deterrence. Now let's talk about cost, because no discussion of the most powerful aircraft carrier would be complete without it. These carriers are among the most expensive single military assets ever built. The recent carriers in service today can cost upwards of $13 billion each, not including research and development, aircraft, and support systems. When you factor in the air wing, weapons, and long-term maintenance, the total program cost can exceed $20 billion over the ship's lifetime. Critics often point to these costs as being too high, but there's a strong argument to be made about value. These carriers are strategic assets that provide unmatched flexibility and deterrence. They can be deployed to crisis zones on short notice, support humanitarian missions, enforce no-fly zones, and serve as mobile command hubs. In many ways, they are insurance policies that protect national interests without having to permanently station large forces overseas. It's also important to understand that these carriers are built to last. They are designed with a service life of more than 50 years, with refueling and modernization periods built into that life cycle. As technology evolves, carriers can be upgraded with new systems, improved weapons, and enhanced networking capabilities. That means the expense you see up front isn't just for today's capabilities, it's for decades of future operations. When it comes to performance in real-world operations, these carriers have proven themselves time and again. From humanitarian relief efforts after natural disasters to deterrence patrols in tense geopolitical hotspots, U.S. carriers demonstrate flexibility and effectiveness. Their presence alone often stabilizes regions simply by showing that a nation has the capability and will to respond swiftly and decisively. In addition to conventional missions, carriers are also adapting to new forms of warfare. Cybersecurity, space-based assets, and unmanned systems are becoming more integrated into carrier operations. The Navy has been experimenting with new concepts like distributed operations, which involve spreading out assets to make them harder to target while maintaining connectivity. The carrier of 2026 is not just a big ship with jets on deck, it's part of an evolving strategy that leverages technology and innovation. Another key point is training. A carrier is only as capable as the people who operate it. Sailors and aviators undergo rigorous training that lasts years, preparing them to work seamlessly as a team. From flight deck crews launching and recovering aircraft with split-second precision to engineers maintaining nuclear reactors and pilots flying complex missions, the human factor is a critical part of the carrier's power. The United States invests heavily in this training because it knows that technological superiority must be matched with operational excellence. Exercises with allied nations further enhance readiness and interoperability, which is essential in multinational operations. Carriers often serve as focal points in joint exercises, bringing together air, sea, and land forces to practice coordinated strategies. Looking forward, the role of the aircraft carrier may continue to evolve. As threats change and new technologies emerge, carriers will need to adapt. Hypersonic missiles, advanced submarines, and anti-access, area denial systems are challenges that navies around the world are actively addressing. In response, carriers are incorporating new defensive systems, longer-range aircraft, and unmanned platforms that extend operational reach while reducing risk to human pilots. That said, there's no indication that carriers are becoming obsolete. Their unique combination of mobility, firepower, and command capability remains unmatched. Nations like China and Russia are developing their own carriers, but they still lag behind in terms of technology, operational experience, and networked capabilities. This gap underscores why the U.S. carrier fleet continues to be a cornerstone of national defense strategy. In conclusion, the world's most powerful aircraft carrier in 2026 represents the pinnacle of naval engineering, operational capability, and strategic value. With advanced propulsion, cutting-edge launch and recovery systems, a versatile air wing, layered defenses, and unmatched networking capabilities, it stands as a symbol of military prowess and global reach. While the costs are significant, the strategic advantages it provides in deterrence, crisis response, and power projection make it a key asset for the United States and its allies. Thank you for watching CarTech Zone. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more detailed breakdowns of military tech, aviation, and cutting-edge engineering, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave a comment below with what you want us to cover next. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.